Welcome to your yoga practice to release tension in your shoulders. Today we are practicing in the beautiful Garden of Nam in Nigar, Spain. If you're ready, come and sit onto your mat and let's begin. So come into a comfortable seated position on your mat, gently closing your eyes, finding a nice long spine, sitting tall, and relax the shoulders down. Let's start by bringing our attention to our breath. Notice if your breathing is fast or slow, deep or shallow. Taking a nice deep breath in through the nose. Gently hold at the top and release. Deep breath in. Gently hold and let go. One more time. Nice deep breath in. Holding at the top and release. Gently open up your eyes. And on your inhale, take the shoulders all the way up towards the ears. Exhale, gently roll them back and down. Inhale, rolling the shoulders up. And exhale down. Just repeating it a few times on your own breath rhythm. One more. And bring the shoulders back and down, relax them. Taking up the arms and bring your hands behind your heads. Your inhale, bring the elbows back, open through the chest, hollow back, maybe look up. Exhale, rounding the back. Elbows towards each other, chin towards the chest. So inhale, open, hollow back. Exhale, round the back. And again, just repeating that a few times on your own breath rhythm. Bringing the movement all through the spine, shoulders, arms, neck. Okay. Gently release. Hands onto the knees. Inhale, roll the shoulders up. Exhale, bring them back and down. Inhale, taking the arms all the way up, reaching, finding length. Exhale, bring your right hand down onto the mat. Left hand comes overhead, coming into a side bend. So feeling the stretch along your left side of the body. Keeping the shoulders stacked, so on top of each other. Making sure both sit bones are still grounded on your mat. Maybe looking all the way up. Inhale, gently coming back up, find length. And exhale, going through to the other side. So again, keeping both sit bones grounded on your mat, shoulders stacked. The more you're stretching your upper arm, the more intense the stretch is going to be. Inhale, gently coming back up, reaching. And exhale, bring the arms back down. Your inhale, bring your right arm all the way up, reach. Bend your elbow and bring the hands towards the shoulder blades. The left arm comes behind the back and see if you can bring your hands together. If not, you can grab hold of your top or maybe grab a belt. Making sure the lower arm is as close to the body as possible. And your right elbow reaching up towards the ceiling. Keeping the spine nice and long. Head in a neutral position. And it's okay if you're gently uncomfortable, but it definitely should not be painful. So if it hurts, just gently back out of the posture a little bit, make it a bit more gentle. Let's take a last breath here. And gently release. Let's go through to the other side. So your inhale, left arm comes all the way up, reaching. Exhale, bend your elbow, bring the hand towards shoulder blades, and your left hand comes behind the back. You can see if you can bring the hands together. If not, grab hold of your shirt or maybe a belt. Even a towel could work here. Really reaching your left elbow up towards the ceiling. Right elbow as close to the body as you can get it. One last breath here. And gently release. Coming onto your hands and your knees. Your knees are hip-width distance underneath your hips. Hands shoulder-width distance. From there, stepping your hands forward. And exhale, bringing your chest towards your mat. You can either bring your forehead onto the mat, or if you want to go even deeper, place your chin onto your mat and look forward. So just see what feels good for you here. With each exhale, bringing the chest a little bit more towards your mat. The more your arms are stretched here, the more intense it's going to be on the shoulders. So if you want a more gentle variation, you can bend the elbows, maybe grab hold of your elbows. Stay there. One more breath. Inhale, gently coming up. Take your right arm and bring it underneath your left armpits. Right shoulder onto the mat. Bring the forehead onto the mat. Then from there, try to bring your arms back together. So bring your left shoulder down. One more breath. Your inhale, gently going back towards the middle. Right hand back onto the mat. Taking your left arm and bring it all the way underneath your right arm. Bring your right shoulder down. And again, staying here for a few breaths. So the more you bring your shoulders next to each other, so square with the mat, the more intense it's going to be on your shoulders. Gently going back up on your inhale and sitting onto your heels. Feet together, knees together. Grab hold of your heels. Bring the crown of your head towards the mat, so onto your mat. Should already feel a nice stretch along the upper back, shoulders, neck. And from there, to make it even more intense, bring your hips up. Keep hold of your heels. And don't forget to breathe here. Last breath. And gently bring the hips back down. Release the heels. And sitting back up. Plant the hands on the mat in front of you. Curl your toes into the mat. And bring the hips all the way up and back into a downward dog. Maybe walking it out on the spot for a moment. First downward dog of our practice. So bending one knee, then the other. And make sure to really find length along your spine. So nice long line from the hands all the way towards the hips. Inhale, coming forward into a plank. Exhale, find your way down, chaturanga. So maybe bringing your knees onto the mats, bending the elbows. Inhale, open the chest, go up. And you want to be able to lift your hands off your mats. It's really coming from the back. Curl the toes under. Exhale, hips up and back into your downward dog. One more breath. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop your feet towards the front of your mat, coming halfway up. So finding length along the spine. Exhale, forward fold, folding from your hips. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up, reaching, find length. And exhale, bring your hands down. From there, stepping your right foot all the way back. Making sure your left toes are still facing forward towards the front of your mat. Right toes towards the long side of your mat. Opening the hips. Inhale, taking the arms up, reaching. Exhale, reach forwards. Bring your left hip down, right hip up. Reach, 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 reach. And when you cannot go any farther, open up through the arms. So reaching your right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Feel free to place your left arm on a block for a bit more support if that feels good for you. And really stacking yours. So stack your right shoulder on top of your left. Stacking the right hip on top of the left hip. If it feels okay for your neck, you can look all the way up. You don't have to. You can also just keep your gaze forward or even down onto your mat. Let's hold for one more breath. Your inhale, gently come up. Turning onto your heel, so your left toes are facing the long side of your mat, right toes, the back of your mat. From there, on your next exhale, again, reach forward, reach, reach, reach. Right hip down, left hip up. And when you cannot go any further, open up through the arms. So bring your left hands all the way up to your ceiling. Right hands resting either against your calf or placing your right hand onto a block. And again, try to stack yours. So stack your left shoulder on top of your right. Stacking the left hip on top of the right. So really keep it nice and open. Maybe looking all the way up. Let's hold for a last breath. And with the next inhale, gently coming all the way up. Turning again, so left toes facing forward. And this time turning in your right foot a little bit more. So they are somewhat facing forward, somewhat towards the side. Bring your hips forward. So both hips facing in front of your mat. Bend your left knee. And make sure to keep your knee above your ankle. Rotate through your pelvis, so bring the sit bones down, pubic bone up. Back is nice and long. Grab hold of your hands behind the back and inhale, open through the chest. Push the hands away from you. Exhale, bending from the hips, coming forward. And see if you can maybe bring your left shoulder towards your left knee. It's okay if you're not all the way there, maybe you're here, that's fine. See just how far you can go down. Just allowing your head to hang there if that feels good for you. Doesn't have to do anything here. Almost allowing your hands to fall forward over your head. Try to keep your hips square, so push your right hip forward, left hip back. Let's hold for a last breath. Inhale, coming all the way up. And again, switching sides. So turning on your heels. Right toes facing all backward towards your side of the mat. Left toes, 45-degree angle. Okay. Hips facing towards the short side of your mat. Again, rotate through the pelvis. So sit bones down, pubic bone up. Bending your right knee, making sure your knee is above the ankle. Back leg nice and straight. And grab hold of your hands behind the back. Inhale. Open through the chest again. Push the hands away from you. Exhale, folding from the hips, coming forward. So again, just see how far you can go. Doesn't really matter how deep you go into the posture, as long as you're feeling it. Pushing your left hip forward, right hip back. So keeping them square. And just relax the hands. Allowing your hands to fall forward. Let's take a last breath. And inhale, gently coming back up. Stepping back towards the front of your mat. Inhale, take the arms all the way up. Reach, find length. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, plant your hands onto the mat, stepping back into your plank. And choose your way down, Chaturanga. Your inhale, open cobra. And exhale, gently coming all the way down onto the belly. Feet together. The tops of the feet are on your mat. And then grab hold of your hands behind the back again. On your inhale, push the hands away from you. Chest comes off the mat. Keep pushing the feet down. Next inhale, maybe also lifting the feet. Try to keep the feet somewhat close together. Last breath here. And exhale, gently coming down onto your mat. From there, bring your right arm out towards the side. Your left hand planted on the mat. And then rolling over onto your right side. You can bring your left foot all the way back if that feels good for you. You can also just keep it straight if that feels better, a bit more gentle. But you should feel a really nice stretch along your right shoulder. Last breath. And gently rolling back, going through to the other side. So planting your right hand onto the mat. Left hand comes towards the side from the shoulder. And then rolling onto your left side. Again, feel free to place your right foot all the way back behind you. Or for a bit more of a gentle variation, just keep the leg nice and straight. Again, push into your right hand to make it a bit more intense if that feels good for you. So you can play around with that. Don't forget to breathe. Last breath here. And gently roll back towards your belly. From there, pushing yourself all the way up into seated position. Feet in front of you, knees bent, stretch out, arms in front of you. And exhale, gently rolling all the way onto your back. Okay. When you're there, gently take your knees into the chest. Straighten out the arms beside you. So as if you're making wings. And on the exhale, gently bring your knees down towards the right, coming into a spinal twist. Make sure to keep both shoulders grounded on your mat. So if you notice your left shoulder lifting, gently roll back a little. Now looking over your left shoulder towards the back. Take the twist all the way into your neck. Your next inhale, gently going back towards the middle. And exhale, going through to the other side. So knees coming all the way towards the right, towards the left. Again, make sure to keep both shoulders grounded on your mat. So if you notice your right shoulder lifting, gently roll back. And then allow your head to fall towards the right, to take the twist up into your neck. Maybe closing your eyes. And just relaxing into the posture, allowing gravity to do the work for you. Your next inhale, gently coming back into the middle. Give yourself a big hug, making yourself small. And then from there, releasing into Savasana for our final relaxation. So straighten out, relax onto your mat. Allowing the feet to fall open away from each other. Hands slightly away from the body with the palms facing up. And eyes gently closed. Just feeling the contact of your body and the mat. And allow yourself to melt into your mat. Letting go of any tension in the body you may still feel, notice. And just take rest, relax. Gently bring some small movements back into your fingers and your toes, your hands and your feet. Gently allowing the movements to become a little bit bigger. Maybe moving your head left and right. Maybe making yourself small or giving yourself a nice big stretch. So just see what feels good for your body. Gently find your way back up into a seated position. Still keeping your eyes closed for a moment. Inhale, circle the arms up until your hands touch overhead. Exhale, gently bring them down in front of your chest. Take a nice deep breath for yourself. Take a nice deep breath for someone you love. Take a deep breath for the world in which we live. And gently bowing down towards yourself to thank yourself for your practice, that you took the time out of your day to follow the class. You can gently open up your eyes again. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them down below. If you'd like to practice on, I'll make sure to have some next practice up on the screen for you to follow. With that, I wish you a lovely rest of your day, and I hope to see you soon. Bye!